Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple XRP. But before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that we are still having our summer 25% off sale right now. Buy one, get one, 25% off for a limited time only. You guys can come on here and get your very own XRP poster or any other additional poster. Buy one, get one, 25% off. But with that being said, let's jump into this content. So first and foremost, we are going to analyze the XRP chart. So not much has changed since I looked at it the other day. Honestly, just kind of sitting stable, if you will. We have bounced significantly off of that 50-day MA, which I said that we would most likely do in yesterday's video, and we got that. So we pretty much bounced off of support at 66 cents. Great. Lovely. It was pretty much an exact bounce, and then we came right back up into this chop zone. I said that we could pretty much see Bitcoin jump down to about 37.3K, and we got that exact as well, which was great. So obviously we are still ranging below the 200-day MA and above the 50-day MA. So this entire zone here, as this kind of trails up and this trails down on the 50-day MA, is pretty much our chop zone. So as long as we kind of stay in this zone here, we are totally fine. Would love to stay above 70 and below 80 just for now. Until we do see a major breaking point for Bitcoin. Then we could pretty much eye 80 cents, because once 80 cents is cleared, we could pretty much make our way back to 95 plus cents, break above the overall 100-day MA, which would be at 90 cents, almost 91 cents exact. And then that would pretty much be on our way to break some more resistance points up here, as we do see, one here at about $1.11, which would be a major support zone to break. And then there's more up here as well at this, $1.30. So we have still some more leeway to make up until we get back to this high that we printed back in April. But things are still looking good. We are building a jump pad, if you will, for the next major run on Bitcoin. I think that once we do see that, I think that XRP and a lot of these major altcoins are prepared to really run. Who knows? When we were moving at 40 cents a day, nobody thought that it was possible. But hey, it did move that quick, and who knows? We could pretty much move at dollar figures at some point in time very soon. It all depends on Bitcoin realistically right now. But even if we analyze Bitcoin's chart as well, not to kind of focus on this too much, we do see that Bitcoin is kind of ranging here above, or actually just on the line of support at about 41,000. So who knows, right? I would love to see a retest of about 42K and then pretty much jump above it, but it looks like we found some resistance there anyways. So who knows, we might just range in this little zone here, maybe on support or even like a little bit below it. Mainly at that 40K to 42K zone, so that's pretty much our chop zone. We are above the 100-day MA currently, so that's pretty good. But we could retest it, which would be down at about 39.5K. I suspect that we most likely will bounce around here for quite some time, probably at that 38K to about 43K zone, until we see a major breaking point on price action. Until we do see that major breaking point on price action, most altcoins and even Bitcoin itself will stay stable and kind of trade in this boring sideways trade. So my personal outlook on it is really kind of eyeing the weekend. I do think that the weekend is the big changing point for us. That's pretty much where we will most likely see a lot of PA play out. Fridays are usually bloody if you actually look at the past pretty much patterns, if you will. Now I do know a lot of people, even if we go back to the 30th, where was the 30th? So the 30th was actually a really green day. So this was the 30th. So this was actually the last Saturday that we had, or the last Friday that we had. So we could see a really green Friday until we do see something like this that would happen on the weekend. So I'm personally waiting to see what happens today. And then into the weekend, because even if we go back to even the 23rd, right? So this was that Friday. Again, this was another Friday, and that leaned us into a major green pretty much whole week, if you will. So who knows? We could be playing something like this where we do see some moves similar to this that would happen, and it would pretty much bring us to about 48K, if you will. That would be very interesting to see, and just to give you guys a little bit of a insight on how that would basically look, pretty much it would be at this candle to this candle, and it would play into something similar to, I would say something like, not that high, sorry. It would pretty much be something like this, where we do get that, nice hit of 48K before we do see a major breaking point down. It's not too crazy of a price action to play out, but I do suspect that we most likely will play into something like this, where we do kind of range for a few days, and then we finally get to that 48K. Now, obviously, up here, like I said, is a very important level to really kind of watch, because once we do get up here, that's where we could see some major sell-offs, or just kind of profit take, if you will, just to make sure that this is a good pump or not. Because if we do see some major dumpage, this is pretty much where we would see that, which I've been talking about for months now, if we actually look back in the past. Now, obviously, I'm still very bullish, and I do think that we most likely will play into something kind of like this. Now, obviously, this is just kind of a little bit of a representation on what could happen. This is kind of just, there's no real TA to this. It's kind of just taking this pattern and placing it here. So don't, trade this at all. I would just trade price action, if anything. So, once we break a significant resistance point, say for so something like, this, if we hit resistance up here at that 43K again, that's where you most likely would want to, take some profit if you wanted to, and see if we do come back down and retest the support zone, maybe at 41K. But again, not financial advice, but that's pretty much what I would do if I was a day trader. I'm not, so I just hodl. Now, once we do break this key level at 43K, I think that the sky is clear to get back up into this price action up here. Now this, I would love to see us back up here. Obviously, this is again where that profit take would happen. So we got to still watch for negative price action to play out. Sorry, up here, but I do think that this would be very bullish, and it would kind of put us back in the line. Now, obviously, I do think that this will take us quite some time to really get to. Obviously, most likely the middle of the month into the end of the month, back into pretty much September as well. That's pretty much where we will see most of our price action on Bitcoin and most altcoins as well. Now, in regards to some updates via, XRP, we did see Uphold and Global ID partner to offer XRP cashback and a boost for Ripple, which I thought was very interesting to see. So if you guys do want to get 5% back in digital currency XRP, you guys can with Global ID and sign up for your Uphold card through them. I think that this is very interesting to see. I'm definitely signed up for this. I can't wait to receive mine. Very bullish. Now, obviously, some dates to look forward to is the airdrop timeline. So obviously, this was when the snapshot was taken back in December on the 12th. We do see here mid-June 2021 for those who held XRP in self-custody can claim their flare. Most people already did. And then we are here, present day. We have recently learned about the Songbird network, the Canary network for flare. And then we do see here early August, estimated launch of the Songbird. And then this would be airdrop 1. And then we also see down here 30 days after flare launch, flare finance snapshot based on Songbird. And then we also see airdrop 3. Now I do think that this is pretty much airdrop, I want to say this is airdrop 2, I believe. Or airdrop 2 is over here, Spark Flare token, sorry. Created/received upon the launch of the Flare network. Now this would be September 2021. Now obviously I know it's a lot past the date that we were pretty much promised, but hey, it is what it is. But we also see here Flare Finance snapshot based on Flare as well. We also see a bonus participating in Flare Finance XFi products on Songbird gives an opportunity to earn bonus D Flare as well. So this kind of all leads back into this, which is all testing the Songbird network as well. Now we also see here airdrop 3, receive S-Flare, a Flare Finance governance token on the Songbird network. And then we also see here that you can convert D-Flare to Y-Flare. And we also see airdrop 4, receive Y-Flare, a Flare Finance governance token on the Flare network. continue to utilize the Flare Finance ecosystem on both Songbird and the Flare network. Now, I don't think that this is the end for airdrops. I do think that we're going to see a lot more airdrops in the future. We've already talked about Elysian and a few other ones as well. So I do think that the airdrops are going to come in groups or more. So I'm very excited about that. So with that being said, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about one last thing. Now, this is pricing an ICO / pre-sale for dummies. Now, this is a quick 2-minute video. Listen in very closely.
Classic definition of security: you invest in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit. You're saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did. If it's a security, we're regulating it.
Now, let me ask you a little bit about that exchange rate, because that's a crucial part of that sale. You said 2,000 for 1 Bitcoin if you get in early, because obviously there's a higher risk, and then 1,000 later. But that's kind of like fixed exchange rate. Who makes that decision, and why at that level? Why not 10,000, for example? Why not 100? Why not 10? Why not one-on-one?
Well, the thing is, it doesn't really matter, because
But
if
it does,
was
doesn't it?
if it was 2 million Ether for a Bitcoin, then there would be 1,000 times as much Ether, and so it would be 1,000. Each unit of Ether would be 1,000 times less valuable, and it would be equivalent. So it's basically just a matter of sort of how much do we want each individual unit to be worth.
The Howey tested is core, 3-part test, but the Howey tested, did you give somebody money in anticipation of profits on their efforts? Now, usually there's a handful of people at the center of these XYZ project or ABC project. I'm not going to use names. There's usually a handful of entrepreneurs and technologists that, in effect, the investor is hoping those people do well. So that means anticipation of profits on the efforts of others. I think it's kind of just like reasonably clear. I would say very clear.
How do I buy into Ethereum, or how do I get Ethers? When do you guys launch, and how can people like me or anyone interested become a part of it?
Yeah, so when we launch, so the next big milestone is the Ether sale. So this is when we're basically going to be selling the first few units of Ether. It's basically unlimited at 1,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, or 2,000 if you buy in early.
So, isn't that funny, right? Like, XRP and Ripple is under pure speculation, but this is a clear sign that Ethereum is a security. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I love the fact that they are now going after them, but why weren't they a big, deal in the initial XRP lawsuit? I just love the fact that, Buterin was talking like trash on XRP and Ripple, and now the tides have turned, and I just love to see that. Now, obviously, this is not good for crypto, with Ethereum being a big part of it, but it is what it is. I am happy, though, to see Ethereum get under scrutinization as well, because we already know that, Ripple and XRP are most likely going to win this lawsuit, and Ethereum is basically, this is proof that they are, a security. So for me personally, I don't think that Ethereum has what it takes to win a lawsuit. So I do think that XRP and Ripple will most likely retake the number 2 spot. And I do think that this is very bullish. Now, obviously, we'll look out for these dates, guys. Early August 2021, September 2021, 30 days, and 30 days as well. So, guys, pay attention to this. Make sure that you are not missing out on any airdrops as well. And also, definitely try to get one of these cards if you are very bullish on crypto and you pretty much, use a debit card all the time, because this is great to earn some cash back, especially in terms of XRP. Think that is very awesome to see. Obviously, we will keep an eye out on the market as we do continue to move up, and also more price action develops as well. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like and also subscribe. Comment down below your favorite altcoin. If it is XRP, definitely comment that as well. But also, if you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter and also join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.